Three detainees have died in the Chrome facility over in Miami, Florida, which is an ICE detention facility with horrible conditions. Like, for example, they have only 500 beds, but they have thousands of detainees concentrated in that encampment. Whoops, encampment, slip of the tongue. I meant facility. And do you know how we know how bad the conditions are in there? Well, yes, we have the stories of people who've been released from there, and they tell us about how bad the conditions are. They tell us how they're not afforded showers or medical care, and how bad the food there is, and just how awful the conditions are. But here, all this is brought to light because someone was able to sneak in a phone to film the conditions, and there were people who needed wheelchairs who were not afforded wheelchairs, and there were no beds for people either. They were just elderly folks crammed in there, and it's horrible. There is no excuse for treating people like this. And a lot of people argue saying that they are criminals, so they deserve horrible treatment, but newsflash, we don't treat criminals like that either. Criminals aren't meant to be treated like that, especially when the only crime they've committed is being here, quote unquote, illegally, which at worst is a misdemeanor akin to jaywalking, and you wouldn't want to be placed in those same conditions for jaywalking, right? Maybe not jaywalking specifically, but you get the point. It's less than 6 months of jail time and at most a fine, and this is something that hardly ever gets enforced. But definitely needed to talk about this because things are looking dire. As a reminder, we're only a few months into this administration.